So for this challenge, we will find the sum of all the multiples of 3 or 5 below 1000. So for example, the sum of all the multiples of 3 or 5 below 20 is 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus 9 plus 10 plus 12 plus 15 plus 18. So the total sum is 45. In this challenge, the limit is 1000. Okay, here how we solve this challenge. The solution is going to make use of a for loop. So, we're going to create an integer with 0 as the initial value. We're going to store the total sum in this variable. Let's call it total sum. Then, we're going to iterate with 1000 as the limit. And for each loop, we will check if the counter is a multiple of 3 or 5. We use modulus operator to check it. First, I'll explain what is a modulus operator and why it's so important for this challenge. So, modulus operator is the remainder when dividing. So, for example, 5 modulo 3 is equal to 2, which means 2 is the remainder when you divide 5 by 3. So, when 10 modulo 5 equals 0, we can be sure that 10 is a multiply of 5. That's how we check it. Then, if the loop counter is a multiple of 3 or 5, we will add the loop counter to the total sum. Then in the end, we will print the total sum. So back at our code editor, we'll start off by declaring a variable to store the total sum of the value. Integer total sum equals 0. We use integer as the data type because we are storing a number. We'll call it total sum. The initial value for total sum is 0. This is the variable that we are going to modify each time we found the multiply of 3 or 5. Let's write the for loop. For integer I equal with 0, the initial value is 0 as long as I is less than 1000. I plus plus 1000 is the limit. After that, we need to check if the I variable is a multiply of 3 or 5. To check it, we use the modulus operator. If I modulus 3 equal with 0, or I modulus 5 equal with 0, so if the I variable is divided by 3 or 5 and the remainder is 0, then we can be sure that I variable is a multiply of 3 or 5. Then inside, we add the total sum with the I variable. Total sum equal with total sum plus I. Now we can print the result below the loop. System dot print total sum. Now let's run it. We get this value. Let's try another limit. Let's change it to 20. Let's run it again. Now we get 78. That means we successfully solved the question. That's it for this video. See you in the next video.